You might be wondering how the Central Information Commission fits into the Right to Information framework and why it is not a constitutional body. By the end of this video, you will be completely clear about this topic. If you have felt confused about the Commission's origin, powers, or why its decisions matter for citizens and governance, this will sort it out step by step. We will start simple, build a picture, and then link the dots to what UPSC asks most often. And towards the end, we will understand a key idea that most UPSC aspirants miss. First, the basic story. The Central Information Commission was created under the Right to Information Act, which came into force in 2005, and it was notified by the central government. Because it was formed by a government notification rather than by the Constitution, the CIC is not a constitutional body, but a statutory one under the RTI Act. Think of the Commission as a specialist referee for RTI disputes at the central level. Independent in function, though not created by the Constitution. What does the CIC actually do day to day? It receives complaints and hears appeals where citizens did not get a response or where the information given was incomplete, misleading, or false. The Commission can investigate those complaints, and its decisions aim to enforce transparency across central offices, financial institutions, public sector undertakings, and union territory entities. Now, the composition is straightforward. The CIC has a Chief Information Commissioner and up to 10 Information Commissioners. These members are appointed by the President of India on the recommendation of a committee chaired by the Prime Minister, which also includes the Leader of Opposition in the Lok Sabha and a Union Cabinet Minister nominated by the Prime Minister. Why this appointment process matters for you as an aspirant is simple. It links executive choice and parliamentary representation in selecting the commission. Next, tenure and service conditions are important exam details. Commissioners serve for a term set by the central government or until they reach the age of 65, whichever comes first. They cannot be reappointed, which ensures rotation and prevents indefinite tenure. And the President has the power to remove the Chief Information Commissioner under conditions set by law. Let us visualize powers and functions so they stick. Imagine the Commission as a small civil court for information. It can summon people, demand documents, and order inspection of records during an inquiry. That court-like authority helps the CIC enforce public right to information when a public body delays or denies access for unclear reasons. The Commission also compiles and submits an annual report to the central government on how the RTI Act is being implemented. And that report is placed before both houses of parliament. So why does this matter for governance and the exam? The CIC acts as a key accountability mechanism that forces transparency in central agencies. And questions typically ask about its status, composition, powers, and limits. For UPSC, expect questions comparing it with state information commissions, testing whether it is a constitutional body, and asking about its investigatory powers and report mechanism. A quick analogy to remember composition and appointment. Think of the CIC as a board chosen by a small selection panel where the Prime Minister leads, the opposition voice is heard, and a minister fills the third seat. That image helps recall why the selection process mixes executive control and parliamentary input. A common trap aspirants fall into is assuming CIC is constitutional because of its autonomy. Don't fall for that. Autonomy does not equal constitutional status. Also remember the no reappointment rule and the upper age limit of 65 as frequent factual checks in prelims and mains. Let us summarize the essentials one more time for clarity. The Central Information Commission is a statutory body set up under the RTI Act in 2005, formed by official notification, not the Constitution. It consists of a Chief Information Commissioner plus up to 10 Information Commissioners appointed by the President on a committee's recommendation with specified tenure and removal provisions. The Commission exercises quasi-judicial powers similar to a civil court to investigate complaints, summon evidence, and order inspections, and it sends an annual report on RTI implementation to Parliament. For the exam, focus on status, composition, appointment committee members, tenure rules, removal authority, civil court-like powers, jurisdiction over central entities, and the annual reporting duty. Remember, connecting the legal origin with practical powers is the key insight most aspirants miss. So highlight that in answers. When you write about the CIC in mains, link how its statutory creation shapes its authority and constraints compared to constitutional bodies, and give an example of how its summons power promotes transparency. That approach shows both conceptual clarity and analytical depth, which examiners value. You are doing the right thing by breaking the topic into origin, composition, tenure, powers, and report mechanism. That structure helps in both recalls and answers. Keep revising these pillars and test yourself with a past prelims or mains question on CIC to cement the facts. If you want a crisp revision sheet or a practice question set on the Central Information Commission, EduRev has tailored notes and tests that follow this exact pattern. Stay curious, keep practicing, and revisit the distinction between statutory and constitutional bodies one more time before your next mock test. Thanks for listening. And if you found this useful, continue learning with EduRev for focused UPSC guidance and quick revisions.